the ground, a hush in the breeze. Shoes by the door, I'm walking bare. Through nature's arms, I find myself there. The brook hums low, a tune I know. Warm paths of earth where memories grow. The pine needles crunch beneath my stride. Out here it's calm, no need to hide.
It's early. I'm even wearing clear glasses. Oh my, and it's cold. I'm gonna wear it's a lightweight long sleeve shirt. But we're up 5:30, trying to get out as sunrise comes up. Heading over to the spot just across the street here from our campground. Our actual campsite is just over my right shoulder. And hopefully we can see the bobolinks this morning. For those of you who may be new joining, my name is Peter. I'm usually a later photographer than the morning photographer, but I'm an enthusiast or recreational or hobbyist wildlife photographer with a very specific interest in common yellowthroats. Within birds. A nice little common yellowthroat just landed there. Come on, you. See, you always go to take a picture of a bird, but you know it's going to move before you get the camera up. Just there's a lot of, here, you can see over my shoulder here, it's clover. And these cute little flowers, little purple, light pink flowers. And one of the male common yellowthroats was had landed in them. Okay, now. So yeah, it's actually cold this morning. We've been dealing with here in Parc de Plaisance 30s for the last week we've been here. This is our last full day. It's July, I think it's the 11th today. But we've been dealing with, 30s. And earlier in the week, it was fairly humid. Not terrible, but it was just, there was a bit more humidity, so it's a little warmer feeling. But this morning, it's a chilly 14. That's Celsius. So, I was going to say I need gloves, but I don't want to act like a wimp. Anyway, so we'll see if the bobolinks are here. They've been in this park. This is and I said it last year, I sort of described the history of this park. A lot of fields from when this was all agricultural lands. But the bobolinks traditionally are 2 fields over to the east. Maybe a 25 minute walk. So not very far, but in the park still. This year, they've been here right next to the, I got a buddy. There's 2 of them. Here, hold on a sec. You might be able to see them on just over my shoulder on the road. Wild turkeys. They're here, the bobolinks are here at where the Blais house or the Blais home is. This is now building that you can, a house that you can actually rent here in the park. Sorry, bugs are already out. So this was their homestead, their farm, and the bobolinks have been here in high numbers. I mean, I think yesterday was the biggest. Sorry, I've got a deer fly. Yesterday was crazy. I counted at least 10 adults. So those would be the, and I'll just show you a picture from earlier in the week, because they're not showing themselves yet, which is not, this is not normal. I expected to get here before the bobolinks started to appear. But the, we'll go over here. But there were at least 10 adults, and I suspect anywhere from 25 to 35 juveniles. They're more yellow, so the adults have a cream yellowy white head cap and shoulder bands. Gorgeous, gorgeous bird. Very ragged cut on the wingtips and the tail tips. Just beautiful birds. And the juveniles are sort of a lime green, yellowy color. So there were just a lot of them here. Okay, there's actually a juvenile right in front of me. Maybe 10 feet, 15 feet. So that overnight they'll actually be in the grass. And that's the hard thing with them. You want them, here I'll stand this way so you can see the turkey over my shoulder. Not the turkey on the screen, don't be mean. But there, it's the two of them right there. There's actually one female around, and she's got about 7 or 8 turkey chicks. I don't know, what do you call a little turkey? I'll post, I got a couple of pictures yesterday that I think are cute. I'm kind of guessing my photos right now because I didn't bring my laptop. For a week, I don't like to carry the laptop anyway. And not having the laptop means I'm guessing what was on the back of the camera. The other bird you're hearing, okay, so you hear that with the zzz, zzz. Those are Savannah sparrows, and there's got to be, oh, there's one. There's got to be a good half dozen here. I actually had one that I could pish at, pishing, and it would come right out and stand at my feet almost, which was really cute. It was definitely a juvenile, because it would kind of act like that, hey mom, you're gonna feed me. So I'm here alone, Joanne. Oh, there you can see the sun. Yes, and sun's just breaking over the horizon, somewhere over there. So Joanne's going to be coming down up in a second. Now you notice I'm not wearing any camo clothing, but I am a little darker with my dark blue shirt and gray-black hiking pants. I should have a hat on, but partly because birds, I find, don't react negatively to human presence, especially the ones in a park like this, where there's a lot of And second, because in a park like this with so many non-wildlife people, a lot of people who come here are, sometimes it's their first experience in what is nature, or non-urban nature, I guess I should say it that way. See camo and it might make them like a little bit feeling odd and weird and what's going on. So it's just easier. Oh, there's a bee on the, see over my right hand. So I'm raising my right hand just so you can see it. Over my right hand there's a, I don't know what type of plant that is. I'll have to ask Joanne. There's a bee on the, ever dark. So 1/320th of a second. I'm still at ISO 1250, which on the R7 isn't great, and am I as low as I can get? There's two piles of, well, one pile of dirt over to my right, and there's a pile of rocks over to my left. And the Savannah Sparrows the other day were standing on them at the heights, perched on them, and it made really kind of cool photos. The dirt pile reminded me of the rock wren from last summer in grasslands. I don't know where it is. I can hear it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so, oh, that might be nice. So it's on that. Oh, that's going to be nice. 2000 ISO at 1/200th. See, right now, and this is the thing that bugs me with some of the complaining online and on different people's YouTube channels, and I'm not specifying anybody, about high f-stops on lenses, whether it's this 200-800 Canon that, you know, opens up at only f9 when you're at 800, and then things like that 600 or the 800 f11s, and people complain, oh, the background, you know. Okay, the worst thing about it is going to be in the speed you can get if you're trying to have a, I'm just going to move forward here. If you're trying to have a decent ISO, because your ISO is going to be high, and on the R7, and I'm really hoping the version 2 R7 has a better control of ISO. I love these little Savannah. I mean, I like any sparrow, but these little Savannahs are so just, you don't want to know how many pictures of Savannah sparrows I've gotten on this trip already. Yeah, it's a little crazy. Oh, a little bit of breath. Oh, come on. It's cold enough that it's... I can barely see it, but I think for amateur photographers like me, and like some of you, new photographers especially, but that when you get a bird, and this is something Richard Burkett, who is now back home in jolly old England across the pond, and miss having him around because he was a champion, a big champion to the local photography, wildlife photography scene here in Ottawa. So it was really, really nice having him around. But the idea of photographing the local, of not sort of looking at it and going, it's local, I see it all the time, I'm going to ignore it. Because when you get something like that, where it's a nice pose, it's a cute bird, you're getting really weird light, or not weird light, really nice light, maybe some breath, steam, some bird exhaust, you know what I mean, the breath. You don't miss out on that, because to say, oh, well, I've got 1,000 pictures already, I'm going to ignore it. And then I hadn't got anything with breath steam. So, it might be worth, it's always worth. And it's digital cards. We're not dealing with the days of film. Oh, I should have had breakfast this morning. We're not back in the days of film with 24, 36 frames, where when the cost is prohibitive, going crazy, these digital cameras, shoot all. Once you buy the card and you get the camera, shoot all you want. It's better to have too much and throw stuff away than to maybe miss out on an opportunity. The other reason I'm looking behind me sometimes too is that something else may show up. So, while the bobolinks over here are my priority, the Savannah Sparrows are sort of a second priority. So A list, B list. I always have a C list, and the C list is the unknown. So it's a list that's blank, but it's still a list. It's still something that I keep in my head based on what I'm hearing, what may be flying around. The looking back this way is really, really crappy. It really wouldn't work aesthetically for a photo. But, well, I shouldn't say it wouldn't work. Likely would take some moving to make a photo look better. But, okay, so I'm going to put this all on standby. We'll turn off the Insta 360. I'm going to walk back over to the other side. Well, you can see the sun's getting up there. Still okay to photograph. I mean, my views on daylight and photography. As long as there's daylight, take pictures. But Joanne came down. She's actually just walking back the other way. But there have been no bobolinks. I think I heard some, but they're staying down, or they're moving to another field, which is always possible. I mean, they're following bugs where they can get the most food before they start their migration south, which still won't be for another month and a bit, but still they're eating what they can now. But I did get a few more pictures of Savannah Sparrows. I think I'm going to have a lot of Savannah Sparrow photos to go through. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm running out of battery actually, and I forgot to bring my second battery for the Insta 360. So thanks for watching. If I get anything between now and later this afternoon. I think this will be my last video. I'll just add them to the end of this video. And we'll see you on our next outing. Probably do something back home before heading to Algonquin. And we'll see you then. Okay, take care everybody. Thanks for watching.
Warm paths of earth where memories grow. The pine needles crunch beneath my stride. Out here it's calm, no need to hide. Echoes in the pines, they call to me. A hymn of the wild, where I'm free. The wind against my cheek, the soft embrace. In this quiet, I can find my place. Saw a bird with feathers gray and fine.